Hi, welcome to Tub Time. This is Dana again with Rebecca the Heartland, and I want to welcome you to a wonderful segment where we talk about having fun in the tub. One of the things that people love to do in the tub, and this is actually pretty popular more among women than men, is reading in the tub. A tub can be a very relaxing place to take your mind off of things and indulge in a little fun and fiction. I actually have my Kindle here with me. My Kindle is one of my favorite things. I'm an avid reader. I'll read just about anything. And so I have a few reads that I'd like to share with all of you from multiple genres of literature to help enlighten your tub experience. So I'll open it up and we'll get started here. One of my favorite genres of reading is actually suspense and mystery, and I am reading a series right now. In fact, I'm set to start her final, I don't know if it's the final book in the series, but it's the latest one. The author is Karen Slaughter, and the series is actually the Will Trent series. It's a series about a Georgia State Police officer and his girlfriend, who is a medical examiner, and they solve crimes in the Georgia area. And it's kind of a little bit like Law and Order SVU. These are mostly special victims crimes involving women and children. And it's very gripping, very riveting, and great read. The first book in the series is called Triptych, and I would definitely suggest you check it out. It's one of my favorite series of all time. One of the other genres that I really like to read is actually kind of embarrassed, but it is what I like to call the stay-at-home mom genre. It's the romantic novels. It's like your 50 Shades of Grey series and things like that. I actually really enjoy the Nicholas Sparks books. They're a mindless read for me. Anything by Nicholas Sparks is basically gonna have the same storyline. It's usually a strong male figure with a weaker female figure, and sometimes there's kids involved, sometimes there isn't, but it's usually a love story. I love the Nicholas Sparks books because they actually they're not overly sexualized, but they do have a great love story behind them. Now, if you are into stuff like that, where it's a romantic story and it also has a great story and it's not just a bunch of extra stuff, Sophie Kinsella, she wrote the Shopaholic series, also a great author. She has a few standalone books that are pretty fabulous as far as a fun love story goes. They're also very funny. One of my favorites by Sophie Kinsella is I've Got Your Number, and it's about a girl who loses her phone in London, and it's pretty great. Another fun genre to read for anyone is actually the genre that's written for teens and young adults. Now, you would think, what is a 40-year-old woman reading teen and young adult books for? Sometimes it can be very mindless, very relaxing, and actually kind of fun. I recently read the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I absolutely love that series. I thought it was super sweet, super fun, and I kind of had some mystery and suspense to it as well. Some moments of gripping horror, but it's a great book series. But nothing compares in this genre to the Harry Potter series. I'll always be a fan. Harry Potter, you have my heart. Finally, one of the last genres of books that I love to read are actually educational books, books for business, books about marketing, of course, because that's what I do. One of my favorite authors in the marketing realm for nonfiction is actually Kelly MacDonald. She is a national marketer, has a national agency, and she actually specializes in writing for your audience. So this book here is called Crafting the Customer Experience for People Not Like You. My favorite book by her is actually called Marketing to People Not Like You. Basically, she talks about how everyone on the planet is not like you, and you have to understand your customer and be able to have your message reach them. She's a great author. She's really funny, very relatable, and she has a lot of good anecdotal stories that helps relate your business to whatever business she's talking about in her books. So that's all I have today about good reads for In the Tub, and hope you join me next week, and we'll talk about more fun stuff for the tub.